People often say, you can't control who you fall for. But what if love isn't random at all? What if the people you're drawn to are the result of hidden psychological patterns shaping your mind from childhood to adulthood? Today, we're breaking down 13 ways love is actually psychological programming, the kind happening deep inside your brain, long before you even realize it. Imprinting begins early. Your earliest experiences with affection, conflict, comfort, and attention form the blueprint your brain uses to recognize love. This early love map shapes your attachment style, your expectations, and even the type of people who feel naturally attractive to you. Your adult relationships are often influenced by emotional patterns created long before you understood what love meant. 2. Familiarity feels like safety. Humans gravitate toward what feels familiar, even if it's unhealthy. If you grew up around chaos, instability, or emotional distance, those patterns may feel strangely comfortable later in life. Your nervous system recognizes familiar dynamics as safe, even when your rational mind knows they're not. Attraction often begins with recognition, not compatibility. 3. Repetition strengthens the bond. The more often you see or interact with someone, the more your brain begins associating them with stability and comfort. This is the mere exposure effect, where familiarity breeds liking. Casual encounters, daily interactions, or repeated conversations can gradually intensify emotional connection, even without intentional effort. 4. Emotional highs create addiction-like responses. Inconsistent affection, mixed signals, or unpredictable emotional patterns trigger your dopamine system. Emit between the brain becomes addicted to the highs and lows, the anticipation, the stress, the relief. Sexism, this emotional roller coaster, can create bonds that feel intense and irresistible, even when the relationship itself is unstable. It's not love at first sight, it's neurochemistry. 5. Idealization is built in. Early attraction comes with a psychological bias. Your brain amplifies the other person's strengths and minimizes their flaws. This idealization helps you form attachments more quickly by creating a polished mental image of them. The stronger the attraction, the stronger the highlight reel. You're not imagining their perfection, your brain is constructing it. 6. Mirror neurons sync your emotions. When you spend time with someone, your brain's mirror neurons begin reflecting their emotions, expressions, and energy. 86. You start matching their tone, posture, and mood without realizing it. This emotional synchronization builds connection and makes interactions feel natural and intimate. Your brain literally aligns itself with theirs. 7. Vulnerability deepens emotional imprints. When you share deep fears, secrets, or emotional wounds, your brain interprets those moments as profound connection. Cyclic vulnerability activates empathy circuits and creates strong emotional imprints, making the other person feel uniquely significant. Even brief intense moments can create long-lasting bonds because your brain records vulnerability as meaningful. 8. Scarcity increases perceived value. When someone seems less available, unpredictable, or harder to access, your brain assigns them higher value. Scarcity triggers pursuit instincts and intensifies attraction. It's the same mechanism that makes rare objects feel more special. Emotional distance, selective attention, or mystery can create an almost magnetic pull. Neurochemicals form pair bonds. Physical touch, emotional closeness, and intimate moments release oxytocin and vasopressin, neurochemicals responsible for attachment and bonding. Once these chemicals flood your brain, the person associated with them becomes emotionally significant. Your brain quietly tells you, stay close to this person, they matter. 10. Emotional anchoring links them to pleasure. If someone consistently triggers positive emotions, laughter, comfort, excitement, calm, your brain begins anchoring those feelings to them. Soon, just hearing their voice or thinking about them triggers the same positive emotional response. Anchoring turns moments into meanings and meanings into attachment. 11. Relationship scripts guide attraction. You carry hidden scripts about what love should feel like, scripts shaped by culture, movies, family dynamics, and past relationships. These scripts guide who you're drawn to. Maybe someone fits your internal story, the fixer, the challenge, the soulmate, the protector. They feel instantly important. It seems like destiny, but it's subconscious pattern matching. In 12, absence intensifies obsession. When someone pulls away or becomes distant, your brain reacts by increasing emotional focus. The reward system wants to complete the interrupted connection, which can make you crave their presence more intensely. Collaborator doesn't weaken the bond, it often strengthens it by activating psychological pursuit mechanisms. 13. Mental repetition turns attraction into attachment. The more you think about someone, replay conversations, imagine scenarios, or check their social media, the stronger the neural pathways associated with them become. Your brain essentially wires them into your thought patterns. Repetition makes the person feel more important, more prominent, and harder to forget. Intelligence about them becomes the glue that strengthens the bond.